What a lot of people don't talk about when it comes down to being a creator, content creator on these apps, right? And when I say content creator on these apps, I'm talking about even when it comes down to monetization. A lot of people have their eyes set on being in the monetization program, and if you're not a part of it, that's cool too. But I just want to kind of put this out there because I tend to talk about monetization a lot, and I'm gonna come from the angle of understanding the dynamics of the capitalistic society that we're in, and also understanding strategy and strategies and streams. Okay, work with me. You got to understand that these are still companies. They are still companies, and they still want to have an ROI for everything that they do. But every company slash corporation points towards a greater power. I am God, and there is no other. Keep that concept in mind. Okay, what I just said. When a creator is creating in the usual common sense of a thing, they are not thinking about guidelines, policies, procedures, ROI. They're not thinking about saying the wrong thing, commenting wrong thing. It's all from place of flow, whether it is negative or positive, right? Whether it is low vibe or high vibe, whether it's educational and high conceptual content or if it's entertainment, right? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's an idea turned into a video concept, words, captions, hashtags, engagement, interest. So we're going from social media to interest media. Okay. Once you start climbing up the numbers, okay, this is what a lot of people don't prepare you for. It's not just about the dopamine hits that you get, but it's also about the influence that you get, that you project out there without you even understanding it. This is my third TikTok account. I knew that my audience was going to grow and expand quickly, but I stopped myself both times because energetically and mentally I was just not ready to receive that level of eyes on me, because I needed to get myself ready. Because the way that I respond and understand the system, I had to understand through and through that what was my strategy when I got to the monetization part. The monetization part is where the creator goes from being a creator to a performer, where at first you're building a movement to now chasing the money. I'm not saying that you're chasing the money, and I'm not saying I'm chasing the money. These are the things that people or the power sees as an opportunity to keep a watch on the most influential people in the world, which are usually people who are connected to spirit, and they are creators. Whether you agree with the content or not, if it's coming from an original source, it is all influential in some capacity. It's enough to get people to go to your profile or whatever, or to that plus sign, and hit follow. Because what you're saying in the video is a direct representation of something that they are feeling at that particular time. At the appointed time, you met them where they were, by what you said, by what you played, by what you showed. So people with large followings tend to go from, depending on the intent, because there's some people that get on here and they just, I want to go viral. I want to, I want to get to 100,000 followers, blah, blah, blah. That's totally fine, because the intent was I'm creating for this, right? I'm creating to be paid and I want to be an influencer. Like it's very, very intentional. But there are some people that are influencing without even trying to influence. Those are the ones that they want to really keep a watch on, because you got to a large number of followers naturally without thinking that you were going to hit it, without thinking that you were going to make it, right? When a person is doing like that, what they see is, let's get this money together and some KPIs and put upon this person to keep them in line to where everything they do, every down to the quality of the is it in 4K? Is it in 1080? Is it high quality? Is it with the right filter? I can't do stitches. I can't do that. I can't blah blah blah. So everything has can't do, don't do. So now you're no longer a creator. You're no longer a creator. You have now became a in so many ways a contractor. You are stopped because there can only be one power. Just because you're powerful doesn't mean you are the almighty power. Because there is a power that rules this realm. And in their terms, when they see a creator ascending, they say, no, it can't be but one. Throw that dog a bone, or throw that person a piece of ham, or throw that person a dollar or two. And put some checklists in place and some metrics in place and keep these dollars going. Play with them a little bit. And this is why it's so important to have streams / rivers of income coming from multiple places, because I already knew that I was going to monetize on these platforms, but it was going to only come when I was ready to produce the strategies on the back end. The strategies for me was the plan of action to have at least 4 streams of income before I allow myself to be quote unquote monetized, because a creator is always going to create. But if you are a creator who doesn't understand strategy in a strategic world, you will never ever win. You will always fall victim and become, and when I say fall victim, that's a choice, right? It's a consciousness. You will always complain, cry, kick, scream about the system that you haven't learned how to master. You got to learn how to master, because a creator can never, ever be denied its power unless it gives their power away. I know the game. You can't take my creativity away from me. Even if I'm pushed out of the program, there will always be a creator within me. So you have to have your rivers and your streams rolling. Don't ever let one power control how you move, because it's always stripping you of what you cannot do, but it never ever tells you what you really can do to rise up to your self-actualized self. I know this is a deep take, but just remember that if you're trying to be monetized, have your streams together. Have multiple streams on the back end.